Hey, I'm Tyler Boronski alongside Colorado Rockies outfielder Mickey Moniak. I want to ask first, you just made the effort right there to really sign for all the fans there. You kind of went all the way up the railing there. Why is that important for you to do so before the games?
Yeah, I mean, I was one of those fans at one point in time in my life, and I think when it comes to the game of baseball, the fans are kind of what makes it go. If there's no fans, we're not out here playing, taking care of our families. So I think, it's good to always give back. And then also, at the end of the day, I'm a human being, and, so are all of us. And, I was raised to never think you're better than anybody. Always treat people like you want to be treated. And, I try to continue that even in baseball.
I love that. First year for you with the Rockies. A lot of people have talked about the record. How are you mentally navigating through, the season so far and all the challenges it's presented?
Yeah, it's definitely been a first, as far as, the record shows. But, I'm grateful to be playing. I think at the end of the day, waking up, to be able to be in the situation I'm in, to be able to play the game that I love for a living, no matter what the record says, I think that's something to be happy about. Obviously, we're not where we want to be. The competitive side of me wants to figure out, what I need to do to make sure that, this thing trajects upward as we go forward, towards the next 4 months of the season. And I think that's all you can do at the end of the day, making sure, I'm taking care of what I can control, and I know my teammates in there are doing the same. So
I'm curious for you, how do you view your career up to this point? Obviously, we know first overall pick, but definitely no small feat to have parts of 6 years in the big league so far as well. So how do you view your career up to this point?
I think if you ask anybody, I'd say, for me personally, I think it's a roller coaster. I think the game of baseball, it's, for the most part, it's definitely not linear. I think that, it's just, it's like life. There's a lot of learning moments. You try to learn from the good and the bad. And just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep on going. And, my career as a whole, there's been a lot of good. There's been bad. But, as long as I'm, learning from my mistakes, learning from the good, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to be able to look myself in the mirror and say I left it all out there. And, wherever this game takes me, God willing, hopefully it's, another 10 years. But, just grateful for the 6 years I've been able to do.
So last one for you. Thank you for your time again. We just had the Dodgers here a couple weeks ago, so we had the Shohei madness and everything that comes with that. You're obviously teammates with him in LA. What's one thing that stood out to you, him as a player, being his teammate, and then obviously him as a person?
As a player, what you see is what you get. He's a unicorn. He's special. When I was playing with him for a good chunk of it, I got to watch him do both. I got to watch him go out there every 5th day and start and, go 7 innings and then, get 2 hits at the plate. And, as a position player, going out there and trying to grind for 4 at-bats is tough enough. And when you got to go out there and pitch on top of that, that's just a whole nother ball game. It takes a whole nother type of human being. And, as a player, I think he's a once-in-a-lifetime type of guy. We've never really seen anything like it. Will we ever see anything like it in the future? I hope so, but I think
not in our lifetime, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But I think we just gotta enjoy it while we can. And then as a human being, I think the coolest part is, he's just one of the guys. I think that obviously being from Japan, there's a little bit of a language barrier there. So obviously there's some differences that than going and hanging out with my buddy from Southern California, or But I think that I was able to build a good relationship with him, build a friendship, a good bond to where if I see him today, we give each other a hug, catch up, and definitely something that I'll be able to tell my grandkids about. Getting to play with one of the best to ever do it. So.
He was always happy. That's why I feel like every time I see him, he's always smiling. So I do like that about him too. So.
No doubt.
Thank you, Mickey. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, I be flying with the angels every day, yeah. I play this fool, but life is great, fam. Ooh, I work 60 hours a day, man. Yeah, I'm built to grind, it's my escape plan.